In the small town of Salem, nestled deep within the misty woods of New England, an aura of unease hung thick in the air. Legends whispered of ancient evils and cursed places, of mysteries that defied explanation. But none was as chilling as the tale of the old Victorian mansion that loomed over the town like a specter of the past. The mansion stood as a testament to a bygone era, its once grand facade now weathered and worn by the passage of time. It was said to be haunted, its halls echoing with the restless spirits of those who had met their demise within its walls. But it was not just ghosts that lurked within the mansion's shadowy confines. There were whispers of something far more sinister, something that had drawn the attention of the renowned exorcist, Father Gabriel Blackwood. Father Blackwood was a man of unwavering faith, a stalwart defender against the forces of darkness that sought to corrupt the souls of the innocent. And when he received word of the malevolent presence that dwelled within the mansion, he knew that he could not ignore the call to action. As Father Blackwood approached the mansion, he could feel the weight of centuries pressing down upon him. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and the trees seemed to whisper his name in hushed tones of warning. Undeterred, Father Blackwood stepped through the towering gates and into the mansion's overgrown courtyard. The once beautiful garden lay in ruin, its flowers wilted and its statues crumbling to dust. With each step he took, Father Blackwood felt the chill of the grave creeping up his spine. But he pushed onward, his resolve unshakable as he made his way to the mansion's imposing front door. With a creak of rusted hinges, the door swung open before him, revealing a darkness that seemed to swallow the light. Father Blackwood hesitated for only a moment before stepping into the yawning abyss beyond. Inside, the mansion was a maze of shadow and decay, its halls twisting and turning like the mind of a madman. Father Blackwood moved cautiously, his senses alert for any sign of danger. It was not long before he stumbled upon the first clue to the mansion's dark secret. In a forgotten corner of the library, hidden beneath a layer of dust and cobwebs, he discovered an ancient tome bound in cracked leather. As he flipped through its pages, Father Blackwood's blood ran cold. The book spoke of rituals long forgotten, of sacrifices made in the name of a power beyond comprehension. It spoke of demons and devils, of pacts sealed in blood and souls bound for eternity. But most chilling of all were the passages that spoke of the mansion itself, of the dark presence that had taken root within its walls. According to the book, the mansion had once been the home of a powerful coven of witches, practitioners of the dark arts, who had made a pact with an ancient demon in exchange for eternal life. As Father Blackwood continued his exploration, he uncovered more and more evidence of the coven's activities. He found hidden chambers filled with arcane symbols, secret passages leading to forgotten depths, and relics of unspeakable power hidden away in the darkness. But it was not until he stumbled upon the girl that he truly understood the extent of the horror that had taken hold of the mansion. She was young, no more than a child, her body contorted in agony as she writhed upon the cold stone floor. Realization dawned upon Father Blackwood like a thunderbolt. The girl was possessed, her soul trapped in a desperate struggle against the demon that sought to consume her from within. With a sense of grim determination, Father Blackwood prepared to do battle with the forces of darkness. Armed with holy water, crucifixes, and ancient incantations, he began the arduous task of exorcising the demon from the girl's body. But the demon was cunning, and it fought back with all the fury of hell itself. Shadows writhed and twisted around Father Blackwood, whispering sinister promises of power and glory if only he would abandon his quest. But Father Blackwood stood firm, his faith unshakable as he confronted the darkness head-on. With each word of prayer, each invocation of divine power, he weakened the demon's hold upon the girl's soul. And then, in a blinding flash of light, the demon was vanquished, banished back to the depths of the abyss from whence it came. The girl lay still upon the floor, her breathing shallow but steady, her soul free once more. As Father Blackwood emerged from the mansion, the first light of dawn breaking over the horizon, he knew that his battle was far from over. The forces of darkness would always seek to rise again, to spread their corruption and chaos throughout the world. But he also knew that as long as there were those willing to stand against them, to confront the darkness with courage and faith, there would always be hope. And so, as the sun rose high in the sky, Father Gabriel Blackwood set out once more into the world, his heart filled with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to face whatever horrors awaited him in the shadows. For he knew that as long as he drew breath, the light would always triumph over the darkness. But the story does not end there. For as Father Blackwood left the mansion behind, a sense of unease lingered in the air. He could not shake the feeling that there was more to the mystery than he had uncovered, that there were still secrets hidden within the mansion's crumbling walls. And so, driven by a sense of duty and a thirst for answers, Father Blackwood returned to Salem, determined to unravel the truth once and for all. As he delved deeper into the town's dark history, Father Blackwood uncovered a web of deceit and betrayal that stretched back centuries. He learned of ancient rituals performed in secret, of sacrifices made to appease unseen masters, and of a darkness that had long haunted the town's inhabitants. But try as he might, Father Blackwood could find no trace of the demon that had possessed the girl in the mansion. It was as if the creature had never existed, as if it had simply vanished into thin air. Frustrated and exhausted, Father Blackwood began to doubt his own sanity. Had he imagined the entire ordeal? Had the horrors of the mansion driven him mad? But deep down, he knew the truth. The demon was real, and it was still out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for its chance to strike again. Determined to put an end to the creature's reign of terror once and for all, Father Blackwood embarked on a quest that would take him to the very depths of hell itself. With each step he took, he could feel the darkness closing in around him, threatening to consume him whole. But he refused to give in to fear. Armed with nothing but his faith and his determination, Father Blackwood pressed onward, his eyes fixed on the horizon, his heart filled with a fierce determination to protect the innocent and vanquish the forces of evil once and for all. And as he journeyed deeper into the abyss, he could hear the whispers of the demon growing louder, its voice echoing in the darkness, promising unspeakable horrors to all who dared to stand in its way. But Father Blackwood was not alone, for even in the darkest of times there was always hope. And as long as there were those willing to fight for what was right, the light would always triumph over the darkness. And so, with a prayer on his lips and a fire in his heart, Father Gabriel Blackwood faced his greatest challenge yet, ready to confront the demon and put an end to its reign of terror once and for all. The battle that followed was like nothing Father Blackwood had ever experienced before. The demon unleashed all of its fury upon him, hurling fire and brimstone in every direction, its howls of rage echoing through the abyss. But Father Blackwood stood firm, his faith unshakable as he faced down the creature with courage and determination. With each blow he struck, he could feel the demon growing weaker, its power waning with every passing moment. And then, in a blinding flash of light, the demon was vanquished, banished back to the depths of hell from whence it came. Father Blackwood stood victorious, his heart filled with a sense of peace unlike any he had ever known. But even as he celebrated his hard-won victory, Father Blackwood knew that the battle was far from over. For the forces of darkness would always seek to rise again, to spread their corruption and chaos throughout the world. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose, Father Blackwood set out once more into the world, ready to face whatever horrors awaited him in the shadows. For he knew that as long as he drew breath, the light would always triumph over the darkness. And thus the legend of Father Gabriel Blackwood, the fearless exorcist who dared to confront the forces of evil and emerge victorious, lived on, inspiring countless generations to come with his courage and his unwavering faith. For in the end, it is not the darkness that defines us, but the light that we carry within us, shining bright against the backdrop of night, illuminating the path to salvation and guiding us through even the darkest of times.